So the task turking project has delivered a platform that allows volunteer skills to be matched to specific needs required by emergency and relief services. In the past, a language barrier has proved to be quite a problem between international relief organisations and also the actual on-the-ground emergency response services. This has resulted in supplies being lost, delivered to the wrong places, or alternately just turning up at the wrong time when they're no longer needed. The platform has allowed us to break up large segments of work into small, manageable, volunteer-sized tasks and actually farm those out through the platform itself. This is especially useful during large-scale crisis and relief efforts such as hurricanes or earthquakes.
Cool. I guess one of the key things for us with this task turking exercise was to make sure that we built a really competent API, which has been the focus. I haven't quite got it there yet, but it's well on the way to be able to let other tools that are out there, and not to sort of do what they do, but to allow them to push into this particular tool to be able to sort of effectively crowdsource out smaller tasks. And from what I certainly saw, there was a lot in the way that for pushing tasks in, and also the way that an organisation could manage their own tasks. There's a lot of work being done in Sahara in that area, but I think there's the capacity for a tool to exist to really, allow just the everyman or the every person that's sitting at the sidelines, and all they can do is normally, give funds. Well, this might actually allow them to contribute in some way. So, the stack that we've used at the moment is a Django Python stack with, underneath we're hosting on App Engine at the moment for scalability, but you could push that anywhere, essentially, as long as you had Python there to run. Building a bit of a front end, obviously, for people to interact with that, and that's nice little bits of jQuery and Ajaxy kind of functionality. But I think for me that was pretty much secondary to making sure that we got an API right. So, however it was, people could actually access and get into this stuff and do the job, do the work. I think one of the questions that we'll get is, well, why didn't you just hook in a mechanical turk? And I think for me, one of the reasons there is, well, if you had a lot of kind of community-focused tasks where you could, the currency of mechanical turk is funds. It's what you get paid. It's not how you feel from doing something. So I think what we really thought about is, okay, well, how do we build a platform that can, the currency is how you feel about it, plus also, some recognition for doing that kind of thing. So we've taken, there's in the developer community, there's a site called Stack Overflow, which is really solid and basically helps people feel like they're contributing in and doing that kind of stuff. And that's what we've tried to capture, concept of, you've helped do this kind of thing, and you've earned some badges and there's some recognition for you, but also that is a validation of your competence and also means that you can do certain other tasks. So, trying to create that community